As the ceasefire and hostage negotiations continue between Israel and Hamas, the Iran-backed group has made a fresh offer to release an Israeli-American hostage held captive and the remains of 4 others. This comes as Israel continued its onslaught on West Bank and Gaza. Israeli settlers raided the Palestinian village of Kirbet al-Majam in the occupied West Bank region, burning 3 houses and a number of vehicles. Residents claim the settlers hurled tear gas bombs and fired live ammunition at those trying to tame the fire. In Gaza, a mosque was reportedly destroyed in the southern city of Rafah, while at least 4 were killed in an airstrike in northern Gaza. The IDF claims several Hamas group members were killed for planting explosives in the Palestinian territory. The attacks come as Hamas has agreed to release the Israeli-American soldier Eden Alexander and bodies of 4 others holding dual citizenship. Though Israel wants to extend the first phase of the ceasefire deal, Hamas has insisted on talks for the second phase of the hostage deal. However, U.S. Envoy for West Asia, Steve Witkoff, has rejected Hamas's offer. In a statement, the envoy says that Hamas's private demands are entirely impractical without a permanent ceasefire. The White House has also backed Witkoff's statement, saying that Hamas is making a very bad bet. It has also accused Hamas of making entirely impractical demands. The White House says that Hamas is aware of the deadline and the U.S. will respond accordingly if that deadline passes. Meanwhile, a massive rally was held outside Columbia University in New York by demonstrators over the arrest of pro-Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil. Several protesters called for the release of Khalil by holding signs that read, "Free Mahmoud Khalil immediately." Amid the protests, the U.S. Justice Department has launched a probe against possible violation of terrorism laws during protests at the Columbia University.
The department's recent actions, which hopefully you've seen at Columbia University in coordination with our law enforcement agency partners, are part of the administration's mission to end anti-Semitism in this country. Just last night, we worked with the Department of Homeland Security to execute search warrants from an investigation into Columbia University for harboring and concealing illegal aliens on its campus. That investigation is ongoing, and we are also looking at whether Columbia's handling of earlier incidents violated civil rights laws and included terrorism crimes. This is long overdue.
And for the latest on that, Associate Press correspondent Julia Franke reports from Jerusalem. Excuse me for that.
The militant group said it would free Eden Alexander, a soldier who was 19 when he was kidnapped from his base on the Gaza border. It said it would also release the remains of 4 others, dual nationals who died in captivity. It's not clear who negotiated this most recent proposal. Hamas and the United States have engaged in recent weeks in direct talks, which has elicited a terse response from Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu immediately cast doubt on the Hamas statement, saying that it marked psychological warfare and that the militant group in actuality was refusing to budge on the deal that Israel wants on the table. Israel's calling for Hamas to release half the remaining hostages in exchange for an extension of the ceasefire and the promise of a lasting truce in Gaza.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.